Fanthorpe, and I'm your host today. Now, today we have a special guest. Becks West is here from the Mind Lab, and we're going to be talking about turning your digital curiosity into a digital credential. So this is going to get into an actual course that's available to Digital Boost users, and Becks will speak more to that and what is in the content, what it's all about. So it's a great opportunity to learn about more supportive materials or more education that you can access because you're a Digital Boost user. Now, just as a reminder for those of you who are streaming with us on some of our social media platforms, if you're not registered to Digital Boost, you're cheeky, and you should. digitalboost.co.nz, because you're missing out on a lot of the special offers and competitions that we run when you're registered to the platform. Now, if you are streaming from those social media platforms, we'd love for you to participate, and you can do that by using the comment section or the chat function, the Q&A, whatever is on that platform as its functionality. I will pull the questions from those platforms into this one, and Becks will endeavor to answer those questions, or we'll try together. So thanks, Becks, for joining us today. Super grateful for you to come on.
Yeah,
you're a fabulous educator at the Mind Lab, and I'm looking forward to being educated on what we're talking about here today, which is digital skills for the workplace, I believe.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to that. Yep. Okay, then, so am I ready to rock and roll, Anna Maya?
Yeah, I reckon let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started, guys. Yeah, I've got some great content for you this morning. Okay then, guys, so thank you so much for welcoming me today. And as I said, we're going to be chatting around the offer from the Mind Lab, and along the title of turning your digital curiosity into a digital credential. So just a little bit of how it's going to be sort of structured today. So I'm going to be just, for those of you that don't know us at the Mind Lab, we're just going to just introduce ourselves and then think about a little nice offer that we have on a course called Digital Skills to the Workplace, which is an offer for Digital Boost Alliance members. So I'll be chatting through a little bit about the course. So if you've got any questions, I love questions. So please pop those into the chat, and I'd be delighted to answer them. And then we'll be stepping through a little bit about eligibility and enrollment, and then there'll be like a Q&A at the end where if there's anything else that you want to ask me, or you're curious about other aspects of the course, then please do shout up, and I'm happy to help. Okay, so the Mind Lab, we're an educational institution, and we were formed in 2013 by our founder Francis Valentine, and there's Francis in the middle photograph there on the right hand side, and we provide adult sort of education in the postgraduate sort of field, where we're looking to build skills, capability and confidence really in the ever-changing world that we live in. And we're very much into professional development and creating impactful futures, so futures that matter, futures that are forward thinking, really interesting programs, and we're always bringing out new courses to meet the market interests, etc. So here's a little short video, a little introduction to the Mind Lab. So with the Mind Lab, we have the Mind Lab, and we also have our sister company as well called Tech Futures Lab. So here's a short little video for you to get a little taster about the Mind Lab.
We are the Mind Lab and Tech Futures Lab. Together, our purpose is to create impactful futures. We do this by providing innovative education to empower all people of Aotearoa New Zealand and beyond to stay ahead of a constantly changing world. We create communities where we can inspire each other, collaborate, transform, and explore the future together. From rapid upskilling to substantial learning experiences focus on big change. Primarily delivered online, our programs are designed with the real world front of mind. Together we teach context, not content. so everything you learn is able to be used straight away in your workplace, your community, your industry, your business, or even your side hustle. Come and see what the future is all about. Get excited and arm yourself with the skills, the confidence and ability to make real change. Come and learn with us.
So there we go, guys. Just a short little introduction to who we are at the Mind Lab.
We are
And another introduction, let's just move that on a little bit. Okay, fantastic. So we offer a range of programs. So we do micro-credentials, which are short, bite-sized learning. And I'm going to get into a little bit more detail as our course offer is actually a micro-credential. So they are sort of short spurts of learning. So 7 to 15 weeks sort of short courses. We also do postgraduate certificates. So they're longer based courses, and then we do have a various number of different masters courses for those that want to learn with us for a longer period of time. But what I'm here to talk to you today is really about micro credentials and a particular course that we offer called Digital Skills for the Workplace, which is a micro credential. So they're definitely growing in popularity, increasing popularity, and they're, you know, micro credentials are not just done in New Zealand, but they're done in other parts of the world as well. And the reason that they're growing in popularity is that people are deciding that they want to, you know, do some learning around or plug a gap or upskill in an area that they maybe feel that they need to because it's, you know, confidence based, or they're looking to get more competent in an area, or it's just an area of interest for them. But they really don't want to take a massive amount of time out of their schedule due to their commitments, and especially you guys as being business owners, you know, your time is precious, you're time strapped. So the idea is with micro credentials is that you take that small amount of time to, you know, to do that learning, plug that skill or that knowledge that you need to do, and then you can immediately use that learning and take that into your workplace or take that, you know, forward for your business. And it's very much seen as micro credentials are now part of professional development as well. So as we said, it is a discrete amount of learning focused on particular skills, skills that you need for today, but you can also use and need and apply for tomorrow as well. And the great thing about micro credentials are as well is that they're supposed to be done alongside your current commitment. So you don't take time off work to do them. You don't need to take time off your business to do them. They are complementary, you know, to what your needs and wants are, and fit around your life, basically. So that's the great thing with them. So let's jump in a little bit more about the digital skills micro credential and a little bit more about the program. So micro credentials are created when there is seen as being a need in industry, and in this case, you know, the digital skills micro credential is all about looking at you know, upskilling in the area of digital skills, introducing you to some fabulous digital tools, potentially newer ways of working to help with efficiency, productivity, so you can take that time that you currently work in, change the way that you're doing things to get that time back to, again, put that back into your business as a real investment. As we said, it's bite-sized learning. It's very much about you, about what your needs are, and the micro credential is quite personalized as well, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. And we basically upskill you where you are. So the course is online, but it's fully facilitated. So we're going to be here for you, for your, you know, for the live facilitated learning. So that's really excellent. You'll have that sort of dedicated time that you can just, you know, spend working with like-minded souls, having me here to help and support you, and then think about, okay, then what is it that you want to focus on? What is a challenge? a little bit of a problem, maybe something that, that you've been knocking around for a little bit of a little while, and you would like some support and help to do that. So as part of the program, we have, a section there where you're working towards a challenge, something that you want to focus on. And then you can work through the program off the back of, your particular needs, wants, and what's important in your business. And devise a plan, put a solution together, and that actually forms the basis for you to be awarded a completion letter for your micro credential. So as it were, is you're doing your learning, you're doing your upskilling with the tools, you're using the skills as well, and off the back end of completing the 7-week course, then you actually receive a micro credential, a letter of completion, and a digital badge. So it's all about professional development and moving your business forward in a real online, safe, friendly environment with like-minded souls that you can share ideas with, that you can take your plan forward, and over a period of time realize that and really add value to your business. So if we think about, thinking, oh, you guys are already, on Digital Boost, and I think, I'm on Digital Boost. I think it's a brilliant resource for small business owners. I think how I would describe it is the most fantastic buffet in a 5-star restaurant. It's high quality. You can choose what you want. You can go back for more when you want to, whenever you want to, and it's fantastic. If I compared it maybe to Digital Skills for the Workplace, DSW, as we like to call it, is more like a 7-course degustation. It's about having an experience and the time to sit down during the week and focus and savor on and reflect on what's really important in your business. What do you need? How can we support you to take it forward and keep your business moving without you detracting from your day job, because we appreciate that time is so precious and that you're time strapped. And we cover a wide range of topics. So each time we meet, we cover a topic per session. As I said, it's live and facilitated. We also have guest speakers that come on during the 7-week program. And they come in on the areas of e-commerce, digital marketing, online security and privacy. I know that's so important, to business owners, isn't it? About being, understanding about privacy, security, being safe and protecting your business, but also as well is how to protect your whānau as well when you're at home. We also have an expert on from about digital sustainability, and these guest speakers come on. They come on to the live sessions with us, so you can directly ask questions, in the moment. We also give you opportunity to have a little bit of think time before the session. So if you've got things particularly burning or questions that you want answering, I will arrange to get those over to the guest speakers before the session starts. And it's also a lovely opportunity to do networking in sort of core areas of interest. So like I said, e-commerce, digital marketing, online security, digital sustainability. And then from there is that you obviously, joining an online community through Digital Skills for the Workplace, you're going to be on those live sessions with like-minded souls, other small business owners, developing that community. Once you're on the program, you're going to be part of the Mind Lab and the Digital Skills alumni. So there's opportunity then for further networking. And like I said, is we put together, with you a plan that you want to address for your business, something that is meaningful, something that you want to resolve, something that's going to make a real value and difference to your business. And we work that through with you over the 7 weeks and support you to do that. So it's very much a personalised learning opportunity, and you're never on your own. There's me and the programme team that sit behind, and we're always going to be there to support you, answer your queries, knock around ideas of how we could maybe develop your ideas and provide support. And then from going through the 7 weeks, as I said, then you will be, all your efforts that you've put in will deliver a level 7 NZQA approved micro credential, which is worth 15 credits. And so micro credentials, as well as being standalone qualifications, so you get your letter of completion, is they also are stackable qualifications, so that you can add to and develop, so you can stack various different micro credentials together as well, which is becoming more and more popular as people want to take time out for bite-sized learning, but also want to deliver, accrue a series of different sort of knowledge areas and plug those sort of gaps. So as part of our commitment as being a Digital Boost Alliance member, then we're offering 250 full scholarships for this year to help you to, like I said, upskill people in your team as well. Welcome to to join as well, and basically move you forward with your business. So it's really easy to sign up. Like I said, and it's the course has got full scholarship, so no fees. So as you go through the process or sign up, which should take you, if you can get your hands on on your passport, and you've got a reasonably up-to-date CV, then it should take you around about 10 minutes to sign up. And you just use the code DigiBoost on your payment, on the payment screen as you go through, which allows the actual program to be at zero cost to you as a Digital Boost Alliance member. So I was just going to click on here and just show you the ease of it here. So there's a link, and this will be in the slides. There are going to be 2 easy ways to sign up. So this will take you to the MindLab Digital Boost landing page. And there's a little bit more about the program. You can read up a little bit more about that, some fast facts which are useful, a little bit more about talking about how Digital Boost and digital skills are complementary, and sort of their features between the two. So I'll just scroll down a little bit further, and then you're just hitting the Apply Now button here, and it will take you into digital skills for the workplace, and just click here again for the apply. It will give you a list. So we are starting our next course. So for those of you that want to jump straight in, we're on from March the 15th. So if you would like to sign up for that session there, you would just click on here. But we've also got sessions running sort of every sort of seven to 8 weeks. So we've got one in May, another in June, August, and then our final session, we run 6 a year, is in October. So there's some that. So there we go from there. So there's that way to sign up. If you're already jumped onto Digital Boost this morning, and to sign up, the other way to go through and sign up, which is quite easy, is that if you're on your landing page for Digital Boost, you can just scroll down here, just go, and then these here on the provider offers. So if we just click here, and then these are all the lovely offers from other Alliance members, but we can just click down. Just got so many great offers on here, guys. So just click down a little bit further. Okay, and here we are. So at the MindLab, digital skills for the workplace, full scholarships, apply now. And here we are back at the landing page. Okay, so one of the great things about the micro credential is that it is actually a level 7 qual. So it's it's the equivalent of sort of like degree level. So if you've already got an academic record, so you've got a degree, you would submit that as part of your application process for eligibility. But at the Mind Lab, we very much value professional and recognised professional experience. So we have what's called equivalence. So, if you're a small business owner, you've done your startup, you've set up, or you're looking for doing a side hustle, for example, then we would take your work experience and through the equivalence process, which is just, having a little look at your CV and what you've been, doing, and and that sort of comparable equivalence would allow you to go onto the program. Okay, so that's a little bit about the digital boost sort of scholarship, a little bit about the course. I just would like to leave you with something that is this was produced for at the end of December last year, and rather than take my word for it, this was put together from some of our super learners that completed the course in December. So I'm just going to, before I move on to questions, I'm just going to pop this on, and you can hear it from people that have actually done the course. Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Eddie Lau. I'm a registered architect, and I've recently started a home-based architectural practice.
I'm Jan, and I'm a funeral director.
I'm Danielle. I'm a speech language therapist working in private practice.
The reason why I signed up to this program was to actually upskill myself. Wanted to, expose myself to more digital tools that could assist.
Our company is sort of moving forward digitally all the time, but we still have a lot of gaps. That's kind of why I came looking for a course, really.
I really feel like digital skills is something that it feels like everybody else my age knows how to do, and I just missed some natural skills there.
I mean, I'm old school too, right? And so that's the whole part of the course as well. I'm trying to make myself more relevant.
What I like about this course was the team from the Mind Lab was amazing. They were very helpful and guided me throughout my assessments.
The main thing that I loved about this course was that it was just such a different type of learning, and I could completely apply it to my context.
It was like my brain exploded with all these different things I was exposed to and concepts that aren't familiar to me.
When I first signed up, I got a bit worried about the time commitment, but I loved the online sessions. They were just such a joy to be part of.
I liked that it was short. I have a relatively busy out of work life.
The biggest learning I got from this course was a refresh on brainstorming, learning how to break down big tasks into smaller tasks, and improving on the project management skills.
The thing I learned the most was how much I don't know. I learned that there's just a whole way of thinking out there.
It's really changed how I view all learning. The content was awesome and has made a huge difference, but actually it was just being able to complete a course, realizing that I really love learning and that I can do it and I can do well in it.
If you're considering signing up to this course, I would recommend so. It's really fun and you meet a lot of people, and the advice that you get given is beyond what I could have come up by myself.
Stop thinking and just enroll. You can't quite imagine what you might learn, and that's a good thing because there's just so many great things to learn.
The most important thing to know is that if you're feeling overwhelmed by what it says it takes time-wise, it fits into your life perfectly and you're completely supported the whole way through, so it's not like a stressful time of your life.
Don't be overwhelmed by the allocation of hours. You certainly need some for your assessments and things, but don't let that be a factor that puts you off, because it is absolutely manageable.
As soon as I got to the last few weeks of digital skills, I immediately started looking for what else I could do with the Mind Lab, because I so desperately didn't want it to be over.
right, guys, so that's a little bit from our some of our learners from the last intake that were, fabulous. Really enjoyed working with them. So just to finish off, and then be fantastic to pick up any questions that might have, or some thoughts from listening to the presentation today. But this is how you can get in touch. So we have our Auckland HQ, and there's the phone number there. But if you've got some particular questions around the program, we are definitely here to help. So there's myself, Becks, and Emma is part of the program team, and you can email us at digitalskills@themindlab.com with any questions that you might have. We'll be on that pronto and get back to you, either a phone call or email, whatever you would like. Okay. So any questions that you would like me to take on, and or things that have come to mind off the back of the presentation? Yeah.
I know we actually interviewed one of the guys that's completed this course. So Sam from Vondell, he owns a restaurant, and over in Devonport kind of area. And we had him on as a success story for small businesses. And he has utilized so many of those skills. Like he loved it. It helped him to really automate his business. And he kind of, like, some other feedback that he gave was that at first he implemented heaps of tools, but then he actually took a reevaluation after a bit of time and decided some weren't as necessary as others. And so he culled a little bit, but overall it's allowed him to have a bit of freedom, because anybody who has worked in the restaurant industry or food and beverage in general, it's one of many. I mean, I guess all small business owners are kind of wearing this same hat of being time poor,
Yeah.
And it just really allowed him to automate a lot of things with his workers and with his clientele and his social media strategy, so that he was able to get a little bit of time back on the back end, instead of spending so much time with all of the admin plus promotion. Yeah. So it was quite cool to have him on, because I didn't know when I contacted him that he had done this course, and so it was quite a funny thing when I said, "Oh, what digital tools do you use?" and stuff like that, and then he's like, "Oh, actually, I did the digital skills for the workplace course just recently." I thought, "Oh, that's hilarious." So he really got good value out of it, and it's totally free for you guys. And I know that Digital Boost, we have a lot of the same things. Maybe there's quite a bit of crossover there. However, the difference is that you'll be sitting down with a group of people who are like-minded. You'll get to have those conversations, and maybe it's another touch point for you to just kind of really personalize your journey with digital, upskilling. So
it is. And we do a broad set of tools, because people come from different angles, and like you said, is people then think, oh, this could be really useful, I can put this in my back pocket for the future, and I'm learning on the skill. It's very much a skills-based course. It's not called digital tools, and the reason it's not called digital tools is that tools obviously evolve and change as time moves on. So what we're doing is it's skills based, and we're looking at an array of tools, so that you can take that skills based learning, and when something new comes along, it has that familiarity to it that you think, oh, I could give that a go because I've seen this already on DSW, and I have the confidence, or somebody else on the course has used it. And it is about that connection, that online community. We do pride ourselves that about our online community, and although it's a short course, you never really leave me and Emma. You can always come back, and if you need something, we'll either point you in the right direction and what have you. And there's a whole community behind that on the alumni, which is an excellent resource for people. As Amari said, there's people from the restaurant industry, you get people from all walks of life in all types of business opportunities, and that is a real hotbed of ideas and expertise that you can draw upon.
think it's I think also it is, although that's not our audience, I know that a lot of folks find value in it that have just worked the same job for so long and have used the same tools for so long, and they just haven't, unfortunately, their employer hasn't really helped them to evolve as well, or maybe their industry hasn't really evolved or what have you, and it's just an opportunity to kind of upskill in that way. But I myself am doing a micro credential. I'm not doing this micro credential, but I am doing a micro credential, and I managed to have a job and do a micro credential at the same time. And I do have to say that what that lady said, where she said, it's actually so interesting, you don't mind doing this study. That's kind of where I'm at with my micro credential, is I actually enjoy learning these new things, because it's quite exciting when you are working in some areas that are cutting edge, or and it's something that was manageable with my family and what I have on in my schedule, to be able to add it on to what I already have going on. So have a chat with folks at the Mind Lab if you're worried about time constraints or anything like that. The team there is stellar and really responsive and communicative on different ways that you can engage with the courses. I know that in the course that I am currently doing, there's an allowance for video, to submit assessments via video. And I don't know if that, there's just like a lot of allowances or things where you can work with your learning style in order to create this change. So
the assessment is very much around how you would like to present it, so we're very flexible. Video is one of them, so if you enjoy just putting together a video because that's how you like and your learning style, if you like to do a slide deck, then that's great as well. So we try, and we're very much into it's a course that covers topic areas, tool areas, skills areas, but what we're interested in doing and supporting you, and that's why it's live facilitated. You have that dedicated 60 minutes, but then we're available outside of the live and facilitated sessions to help you with, if you've got something that you want to nut out, if you've got something that that's you want to get your teeth into. This can be this project for this course that's personalized to you, that we can chat to you about, that we can put a plan together and we can put steps in place to get that into into solution mode for you to execute it, so that you then take that value and you're applying it, using it, and that you've got something really tangible for the 7 weeks that you spend with us. And that's really critical.
Yeah, totally. I think it's wonderful. I mean, if you had a small business and you have watched a bunch of videos, but you still haven't done any action, or maybe you've done a little bit of study, or you're finding it's hard to kick over into that action mode.
Yeah, we'll help you to keep on track.
This course would help you to kind of put those things in place into action, and actually, sometimes, because I think sometimes it is we can gather a lot of knowledge, but we don't take the next step, which is, putting it into putting the plan in action. I've said that so many times now. Sorry.
It's true, and we use a lot of breakout rooms as well with activities. So you're and the live sessions, questions, we're straight onto the skills, the tools. It's very practical, it's very hands-on, we get stuck straight into it. And then there's a little bit of a learning that you can learn in your own time, so that you can consolidate your knowledge and your skills. And then, like I said, you've got the overlay of the guest speakers. They really are super. They're from industry, they come along for the hour. It's all about you, for you, and then you can ask them questions, either in the live session, or I can connect you to them after the event if that's suitable, you want to follow up on something. So that's really a nice opportunity to meet again new people or within particular expertise areas that you may be interested in developing that for your business.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And thanks again, Becks, for coming on today and just giving us the lowdown. So this is a very different kind of session, and you're going to see a lot more of these kind of sessions. Well, you only see them on Mondays. So there's something called the Digital Boost Alliance, and Digital Boost Alliance is a network, or, it's not an organization. I guess it's more of a collective of businesses that all care about small businesses in New Zealand and want to be a part of the solution, or be a part of helping small businesses in New Zealand, digitally upskill. And so there's a whole bunch of players that have come to the table. It's something that they have to apply for. You have to be approved. It is, run basically by the Digital Alliance Network. MB is kind of the head of it. And on Mondays, because in order to be a part of the Digital Boost Alliance, you have to put forward generous offers, essentially, to small businesses. We want to make sure that you're not missing out on knowing what those are, because they're a little bit different than our special offers, where it might just be like a free consultation. It's like, it's bigger in scale than that on what these offerings are. And so this is kind of our way of wrapping around to make sure that you know exactly what is out there for you, because you are a Digital Boost member. So on Mondays, we're going to be interviewing these partners, and they're going to be talking about the offers that they've put forward. And so, today we had the Mind Lab, and then next week we'll have on another group, and so on and so forth on Mondays. So that's going to be a little bit of a great way for you to check in on what cool things have been put out there for small businesses from these, their organizations range from Kiwi Bank to, Rocket Spark so they could be a web provider, a financial provider. They could be, a marketing business provider. So it really does range, and you can find the offers where Becks showed you on the Digital Boost site in the special offers area. We do have them featured there, but as you can see, they're kind of, sometimes maybe we don't go through all of those offers. So we just want to make sure that nobody's missing out, essentially. So I appreciate you coming on today, Becks, and letting us know about this and the intake starting on the 22nd of March. So if you're interested in that, that's coming up in no time at all, as this year
it's actually actually the 15th. It's even earlier. So 15th of March is the first one. Yeah, coming up the next one. I know. So there we go. Thank you ever so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And, it'll be lovely for some of you guys to join us on the digital skills for the workplace journey. Really appreciate your time today as well.
Yeah, cool. And it's free. Don't forget it's free. Okay. All right. For 250 people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
250 spare. Yeah. Full scholarship places for 2022. Correct. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There you have it, folks. And I haven't seen any questions come through, although I can see you watching on the various channels. But if you find that you've got questions later, either reach out to the Mind Lab, or you can always reach out to our support team at support@digitalboost.co.nz. We're here to help you. And we'd love to be of service in making your dreams in your business come true. So have a wonderful day, everyone. And I'll see you all tomorrow.